Hey guys, it's Weston here. So today we're going to be doing a video on a budget PC build. Now this is a requested video, so the Dolphinator Tech Stuff asked if I could do this. So here is what he wanted. So he asked for a PC that could be built between 150 and 200 pounds, which isn't that much. He wants to be able to edit HD video, play low-end games and possibly run Windows 10 as well, so here's what I picked. So obviously for processors I went Intel, and this is the Intel Pentium G3258. A brilliant budget CPU. So you can see this one is an LGA 1150. It's a dual core at 3.2 GHz, but can be overclocked to 4 GHz stable. I've seen in plenty of videos. It's got 3 mega cache, a 53 watt power draw, and it can output 1080p at 60 Hz via HDMI or VGA. And best of all, it comes in at a very reasonable £51.08. So next up is the motherboard. And for this we went Gigabyte. I've known Gigabyte for ages and I've used Gigabyte products for a long time. So this is the H81M-S2H. So if you want to pause this bit now, you'll be able to see all the specifications and all the stuff it has, and you can see all the connections and all the ports. So if you just pause the video and just have a read through and just see the pretty awesome specifications it has for such an affordable motherboard. So this comes in at £38.32. So next up is some RAM. So here we went Kingston, and this is the HyperX Fiore 8GB, and it's the 1333 MHz. So like I said, it's 1333 MHz, it's DDR3 because it's more affordable obviously than DDR4 at the minute. So you can get a 1 8GB stick or 2 4GB sticks, and prices vary a couple of pound whichever you buy. So here we're talking £35 for the dual kit. So next up we're going to pick some storage. And here I just went reliable and affordable. So this is the Western Digital 1TB blue. I've used these hard drives for years and I've had no complaints with them whatsoever. So this is a 3-inch drive, 64 meg cache. It's a SATA 6GB as well, so it's a pretty fast speed, and it runs at 7,200 RPM. And like I said, they're very reliable. So best of all, this comes in at £38.30. So next up we need something to actually power all this stuff, so we're going to need a power supply. So here I just went for the EVGA 500 watt. So it's a very cheap, very inexpensive but quite powerful unit, and this will just give you a bit of headroom to upgrade later on, which I will cover more later on in this video. So you can see it's an 80+ bronze rated, it's got an 80% efficiency, and you get an awesome 3-year warranty as well, so that is pretty impressive. Best of all, it's only £33. So finally we're going to need the case to put everything in. So here I went for the Fractal Design Core 1100. So this is a very nice looking but very affordable PC case. So let's take a look at some specifications. So you can see it's an M-ATX case. It comes in 175mm by 358mm by 410mm, so it's a very compact case too. It's got a USB 3 and a USB 2.0 on the front, as well as a 3.5mm jack and an HDD indicator as well. So it's got 3 spots for fans, and you do get a 120mm included. It supports mini ITX or micro ATX motherboards, which is what we've chosen. So next up we've got support for hard drives. So here you can have 2 3.5-inch or 3 2.5-inch, or you can have 1 3.5-inch and 1 2.5-inch. So it might not have the most capability for storage, but it is pretty impressive for the money. And speaking of money, it's only £27 including delivery. So for all in, we're talking £223.50. Remember, all prices are correct as of the creation date, but prices do tend to fluctuate, especially on Amazon. So now let's talk upgrades. So you want more power, better performance. So how do you achieve that? So the first thing that you'll need to get is an SSD. So I've picked the Kingston SSD, and it's a 128GB version. So what does an SSD do? Well, it's quicker. So you get faster read and write times, and obviously that'll give you quicker boot times, quicker loading times, and better performance overall. So you can see you've got 450 meg read and write, and it's 10 times faster than a regular HDD. And best of all, they're very affordable as well at the minute. So this particular one is priced at £37.98, which is a bargain. So next up, you're going to need better cooling performance to get even more out of your CPU. So I went for the Arctic Freezer 13. Now this is a great budget cooler, and it will work perfectly with the system that I've picked. So here you can see that you get 200-watt cooling performance, it's got a 92mm fan, 600 to 2000 RPM fan speed, so this gives you a better cooling performance than your stock cooler, and it's also quieter as well, which is always a bonus. So this is priced at £19.45 at the minute, which is a bargain. So then finally, better graphics. What will that do? That'll give you better gaming performance, better editing performance. So I've picked the Asus GTX 750 Ti. Now this is an old card, but it's still a very great performing card. So here you'll be able to play 1080p games, render video, and it'll give you much better performance than the one that's actually integrated into your CPU. So this is a 2GB DDR5. It's got a 1072 MHz base clock and a 1150 boost clock, 640 CUDA cores with a max resolution of 2560 by 1600, but it will output 1080p perfectly fine. So connection wise, you've got a HDMI, 2 DVI-D and 1 VGA, so you've got plenty of ports to plug into your monitor. And best of all, this is priced at under £100. So let's take a look at the entire build. So for all of this stuff you see on screen now, we're talking under £400. So the actual total price is £380.88 including delivery, which is absolutely incredible that you can get a full PC of this performance for under £400. Right guys, so if you've got any questions or you need any help in any way whatsoever, drop me a comment down below and I'll do my best to help. If you want another video of this doing with a different price range, let me know and I'll do that. So thank you for watching and I'll see you all on the very next video.